Great Day Live on WHAS 11 is sponsored by Strategic Wealth with Matt Dickin.
You know, it's just like being a parent. You love your kids, you try to instill in them all your hard-earned wisdom, and then they move on, sniff. Actually, we're just excited to announce that Matt Dickin, who you've seen here on Great Day Live and heard on the radio, now has his own TV show, Strategic Wealth. Hey, bud, good to see you again.
Thanks for having me in again.
Tell people what you do for a living. Just give them a general sense.
Well, we run a financial planning firm that over the last 15 years has helped over 1,200 individuals with their retirement planning.
And clearly, this has been the craziest time in my whole life. We've
has.
seen the tops. Oh, we're 13,000, we're down, we're up, and people don't. It's confusing.
A lot of individuals have questions, and that's why we're really excited to have the show that starts on Sunday. We'll be answering a lot of the questions that they have.
Yeah, because, you know, in the day, people really didn't pay that much attention. They thought, oh, well, I'm going to get in my late 50s, 60s, whatever.
I'll worry about it later, yeah. You know, and now what's happened is they're finding themselves in their 50s and 60s, and they haven't necessarily done the planning that they needed to do.
All right. You have a new TV show that starts here on Sunday, Strategic Wealth, Sunday mornings at 10. And I guess we have a little bit of a preview right here.
Great. Hi, welcome to the first episode of Strategic Wealth. Each week we're going to be bringing you news and information that you can use on all things financial. We're going to be discussing, of course, retirement planning, investment planning, wills and trusts, insurance, real estate, politics. From time to time we're going to be bringing in expert guests on different topics, and each week we'll be answering your questions. In 1997, I came into the industry with a major financial services company. By 2002, I had started my own firm, Strategic Wealth Designers, because I wanted to give true, unbiased advice and opinions. 5 years ago, I started running educational classes for individuals that had questions about their retirement planning. Since that time, we've had over 10,000 individuals that have attended our educational workshops. About 2 years ago, I was asked to host and produce a weekly radio show, and now we have thousands of loyal listeners each and every week. And this week we've launched our TV show to get our message out to a much wider audience. You've got questions and we're here to provide you answers. Each week as you tune in, we might not necessarily say all the things that you're hoping to hear, but what we will do is give you information that you need to know. Our advice isn't always going to be popular, but it will be accurate and correct. So let's get started. This week's topic is the history of the stock market. But before we get into that, let's go to this week's Money Minute.
So I see what you're doing there. It's a great idea. And sometimes you do have to say things to people that make them a little uncomfortable.
Right, yeah. Well, what we do there on the show, just like the radio shows, we don't necessarily tell people what they're hoping to hear, but what we will do is share with them things they need to know.
Candor is always pays in the end here,
Absolutely.
too. And obviously, you mentioned politics, too. So with this year, this could be a topsy-turvy deal because if this guy's president or that guy...
Right. Lots of questions will be answered.
Well, we're glad to have you on the team, brother.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
All right, you can see Matt Dickin's show, Strategic Wealth, Sunday mornings at 10 here on WHAS 11. The show's premiere this Sunday morning. We're coming right back with more Great Day Live with a weather update.